do it right. Hello everybody, this is a game between Faust and Priyad. Your host Priyad, thanks for coming. Mud fight, one-on-one, short game, probably about 25 minutes. I have a longbow out, haha, trying it out. I just want to try to figure out how to handle my helicopter and plane attacks that I like doing now. I'm trying to learn something new. I'm trying to change the meta so that people buy ASFs at the start. So I might have to actually start changing my name as I play, just because people will know that's what I'm doing. But Faust plays a very different playstyle. If you saw the game before, it was playing another Commonwealth. This is a Commonwealth deck as well. He brings 2 Challenger 2s, Track Rapier 1, Vickers to lead off the push. I believe that this is just Commonwealth, so I'm okay with the Vickers being there. It should not be part of Mechanized. He has a Stormer as his other AA piece, so 110 points. He brings a lot of tanks over here, so he's going to try to control it. He knows he's fighting me with USA. I don't really change that. I'm bringing recon vehicles I just want to spot from here. Lynx AH7s, one with the HQ, the other one with the SAS. He brings 1 recon squad and 1 autocannon vehicle. This is pretty much what I do. It's just, there's just less of a likelihood of being pushed there. It's all about over here. So the Vickers, I'm really scared because it should have tried to kill my Chaparral, but it didn't. Longbow takes it out, saves me. Chaparral trying to hit that. Nighthawk, I'm trying to find something to hit. I used a Longbow and a Block C as my first purchase, and then I bought a Nighthawk just to see what else I can hit. So he's using smoke because he knows planes and stuff come in. Nighthawk coming in. I think that I lose it almost immediately. This is actually really bad. Oh, I luck out. Oh, okay. Could have been really bad. So I bring a Vulcan here because I don't want helicopters. I don't really think that it's necessary if I bring a Lav Scout, but you never know. So 2 Challenger 2s versus Bradleys. I needed to back the hell off. For whatever reason, they didn't even start firing. But so I have all these units. Challenger Mark 2s, 4 HE. That's interesting. He has 2 Eric's squads and Fusiliers. So he's like, no, you're not getting here. I have MBT 70s because I expected to push into Alpha with them, and they're very good at dealing with autocannons and infantry, which is what I would expect in Alpha. I have a Longbow to fight these Challengers, but they're right now wasting on that. SAS fighting the Longbow, missed the first shot, I luck out. Lynx AH7, gonna kill the Rifleman, pretty much what you want. The Sneeb rocket pods are really nice. Sneb maybe? I don't know. Military buffs can go laugh at me for my pronunciation. So he's using smoke so that he can go back and forth within it, take a shot, back off, HGMs will miss. I think that it takes a lot of micro, so you don't want to have too many units to handle. He's buying a CV. You know what would be nice? If people wouldn't be able to change their names so often. Stormer, I forgot all about it, and I lose my helicopter. I have a Raven, and it takes out his AA. So I have 3 planes right now. I have ASF, Nighthawk, and Raven. Nighthawk's being repaired because it got hurt badly. My MBT 70s, I really needed him over here. His Challengers, he's trying to keep alive. I have my Longbow. So here's one mistake. I bought a Longbow, and I don't have a fob. And I'm bringing it all over the map. And I'm going to lose this to the Canadian Rifles. So I'm like, he's doing what I do. He has nothing here. Let me push. So I do. It's amazing to see, Faust is one of the best, and this is the status of the game. Whereas that other game against the Commonwealth Mechanized was completely different. It's very interesting just to see what's going on. This Longbow still staying calm after all that bull. He brought a CV outside of the sector because of this. I'm like, I think I'd buy a rocket pod plane right about now because I'm like, oh, a Stormer. Rocket pod planes are great against things like that. I'm pushing forward because I don't see it and I just wanted to look. I knew he was going to rocket pod an area, so I was like, let me fly away as well. He has 2 rocket pod plane helicopters rather. I have a rocket pod plane coming in, trying to hit the Stormer. I don't see it, so I'm gonna do something else. Trying to hit that. I do a little bit. Longbow's hitting the Canadian rifles. I'm trying to get away from the Stormer because it has a pretty good range. So now he's gonna get ready to fight for Alpha. I should have flanked these around. But I know he would have seen it, but I should have flanked around, but I didn't. Been focusing over here, Longbow. I'm surprised he doesn't have a plane to try to kill it, because that's, that's the normal tactic. Get a plane. I buy a CV because I killed his. I'm like, okay, I'm 100 up on him. I have a Nighthawk. I see that Stormer. It's pretty much all about just back and forth, kill whatever I can. I don't know where it is, as you can see, but I have a pretty good idea based on the path it took. So I'm just going to look at the explosion. Pretty close, right behind it. Longbow's over here. I'm like, okay, I killed pretty much everything that I needed to. Let me go back. I'm bringing up the Vulcan eventually. I have the MBT-70s over here. Their missile's decent, but I don't really know too much about it. I wouldn't care much to use it. It's nice if they get a side shot at max range. Bringing a Vulcan just in case. I don't think it was necessary, but, just in case. People can take advantage. See, these 170-point investments really weren't useful so far. They killed 2 vehicles really on their own, and that's about it. They weren't really doing much else. He's smoking here so that I don't spot the challengers, but I see it because of this squad. I have this Harrier over here. I was trying to get that Stormer. I don't see these guys until they start firing. And for some reason my guys fire at the vehicles first. I don't like that. Considering the threat was the infantry. Target priority. I'm backing off because I don't want to lose anything. And yeah, that worked out really well. I like having the MBT-70s instead of a CEV. MBT-70s can fight most things on their own. Except for tanks, which is fine. Raven coming here, SAS on the ground, Canadian rifles. So, if I just left this over here, I would have been pretty good condition. Bring a DAP, which was a bad choice again. Hornet coming in because I have a Longbow. And a Raven out. I think I'm going to lose the Raven because of this. Longbow goes down to the Hornet. My block is nowhere to be found, so that was dumb of me. Vulcan was firing at it a lot, and we take it out. And the carcass. Okay. Back to the fight. Humvee, small. So you can see he's not mechanized because he has trained Fusiliers. I think that he will win this fight because my MBT-70s are not there. He's moving forward, and I know because he's smoking. Which is a good, it just takes a lot more micro. My MBT-70's fighting SAS. They're both really badly hurt. There's Eric's squads. Probably gonna lose everything here because of the Challenger. Really should have backed these guys off. Harrier flying over, making a mistake doing that. Stormer probably will get it. And does it? Yes, it does. Vulcan firing at Canadian rifles. DAP coming in, getting killed. So yeah, Vulcan doing amazing work. I think that's pretty funny that it actually survived against Canadian rifles, but when you look at the Canadian rifles, where are they? No. They're really bad at fighting vehicles compared to Rifleman 90. Canadian rifles are like your line infantry 10-point guys that just stay there. Challenger 2 killed my MBT-60s. Eric's die. Challenger 2's alive. But I'm like, okay, you have tanks over there. Wonderful. I see this stuff and I'm like, I'm not going to be able to survive. This Vulcan did amazing work, killed 2 infantry squads and a helicopter. It's perfect. And it panicked the plane earlier. Chaparral's over here, I need to get it away. I have a Nighthawk. Pretty much just going to bomb the carcass. So I don't actually know if it worked, because I didn't actually look. I was just like, let's see what happens. Pretty much bombed on the carcass. So it survives. Okay. Good to know. So I know he has very little AA, because I killed most of it, and he had the Stormer. So the Longbow, I see his challengers, I'm like, okay, just gotta stay away from this corner somewhere here, and bring my helicopter to see what I can do. So, one missile hit. Both miss. Interesting. Longbow's taking shots. 2 hits. 1 more fired. I think it's gonna miss. Oh, it hits. So I'm spotting what's here by sending this vehicle, green jackets. Good to know. Longbow flying over this stuff. He's bringing a Stormer over. So here's the problem. It's really hard to get line of sight from down here to fire at anything over here. That's why you need like a Vulcan type stuff. Short range AA. Otherwise you gotta wait for them to come across this threshold right here. Which I'm trying to get the tanks. 1 fire and kaboom. So the Stormer's here. I'm trying to get the Challenger, and I think that I forget that it's there, because this is not a good thing that I'm doing. Now I'm trying to attack here with the US Marines. I bring a Raven just in case there's seed. I mean, things to be seeded. See, now here's another tactic that you could always do. Let your plane get attacked first and send in the Longbow. It's something that I'm working on. Trying to kill his smoke unit. Get it. Stormer here. 1 shot my helicopter. I don't know why, but whatever happens. Hornet here, trying to hit my Raven. I think that he gets it. Yeah, tracked rapiers also. But I'd get this area from him, so that's even better. I have a Thunderbolt just in case. F block versus his plane, mine wins. Got routed. I've actually never seen that, so that's interesting. And I think he gets taken out. Yeah. Because I get the last second. Thunderbolt coming in. Gun run it. Just wanted to get panicked so I didn't miss the majority of his things. SAS, they really won't be able to kill a Thunderbolt. LVTP. So he doesn't have anything to handle this. I bring a Super M60. So yeah, I'm doing pretty well. His fob is not getting used much at all. Although I could have used, well, I mean, I think that I brought my helicopter up to see what's there because of the challengers, but yeah, it didn't really work out. So here's something that I want to see. I was wondering if this died. Nighthawk comes in. Stormer, I don't know if it gets a hit, I don't really care. I want to see if this dies. So it actually died from 1 hit, and I thought that was really weird. I didn't realize that it died actually. And my long Nighthawk I think survives. I don't know why it died to 1 hit. Maybe it was it calculated the damage right before the second one hit, but it died immediately. And 4 top armor should not be dying to that. I don't think so anyway. Yes, so this guy called Deck Cheney, I don't think you're realizing it, but I was saying the previous game was a guy that was mechanized. This guy is not mechanized. Thank you for your comment, though. Tracked rapiers, I'm trying to engage him. I just want to hurt him, you know, just scare him away, keep him away from the front. Leaving these guys there because I don't know what he's doing, and pretty much now it's become me controlling here, which means that I can control Delta from this part and Foxtrot from here. So I can own this territory of his, which is really helpful. Tracked Rapier's getting hurt, but not dead. He's using a lot of SAS. I have a Thunderbolt. I pretty much want to hit the Tracked Rapier, but I don't think it's going to work, so I'm just hitting these vehicles. I'm just bringing in more and more units as much as I can. Thunderbolt trying to hurt things. Tracked Rapiers firing like crazy. It's actually really nice that they fire so fast. Planes that are nearby get decimated. Kind of pays off for their shorter than normal range. Canadian rifles, 40%. Yeah, that's decent, but terrible when they're not in forest and in buildings. I bring chaparrals because I notice he's bringing a lot of helicopters around. So this chaparral over here was from over here. So I kept it alive throughout the game. I was pretty happy with that. I don't want to move these guys, I'm afraid, so I just get a new guy, plop him down, and just hold off. He has SAS to kill planes or helicopters. He has a Challenger 1 to Mark 1. So that's a pretty good 105 versus my Super M60. Not going to do well. LVTP trying to hit it, missing. But I have plenty of infantry here, and he's going to start doing an infantry push with a lot of guys. See now, if this Super M60 was right over here, it would have fired at its side. I think I need to start microing that a little bit better, but that worked out still. Because this is going to push up. These guys are going to fight the SAS and decimate them. After being decimated by the SNEB rocket launcher. Chaparral trying to hit. I bring in a Hempt to resupply. These guys are in fire. I don't know why it's still burning, but, you know, whatever. Challenger gonna get taken out by the Thunderbolt because I see it. His Nexus, because I don't see it, I run away. And Track Rapiers take a shot, 2 shots rather, max range, no success. I bring a CS because I want to help kill infantry, and it's nice to put a CS in the buildings behind it and pop it out when the helicopter's busy or the infantry's busy. Buying Vulcans for the base just in case. I don't know if I ever unload that guy. I forget all about it probably. I bring a helicopter with units to the corner, trying to infiltrate, just in case he does shenanigans. I don't want to let him. Super M60 firing at the vehicles. Nighthawk coming in. I think I go for the vehicles instead of anything else. Take them all out. F111C. So with the changes to that, it became a lot less useful, but still takes out 2 squads because I didn't micro this one. I was trying to micro this to get it in a building. Should have pointed down. This guy should have moved right, but didn't work out. Super M60 versus the Leo. Not a good fight for my Super M60. It's not what it's meant to fight. Trying to get it away. Let it fight the Humvees. Blackhawk coming in. It's moving SAS up. So the Lab Scout could have moved up a little bit. So yeah, he's not in a good position. He doesn't have the support that he needs. His bombers aren't really doing too much. But he has a good position up here. It's nice to put stuff on the up higher grounds. The enemy can't spot unless they have a helicopter. CS over here, decimating that squad as you can see. It's ridiculous. Love that unit. So much better than a CEV because it just moves so much slower. 60 is much better than that. He just took out the helicopter. I just want to know what his AA was like. Used 3 missiles. So I have a small squad as you see. And they're as close as they can get. And kaboom, side shot. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. So Chaparral gonna move it up, try to kill that. Things are working out really well for me. I was able to dismantle his AA net and just take out a lot of his units. I don't know why he was going double Chally too, but I don't think it worked out too well. Let's bring in 2 Centurions, which is nice. Put them on the high ground. F111C coming in. If you ever have trouble trying to figure out how it's coming in, just orient your map to it, or your view, and then just move your units outside of the line. So the worst thing that would happen is losing this Hempt, but he hit kind of early on the building. Probably targeted over here, and it dropped a little bit too early. Thunderbolt flying over the SAS, not really caring. I think that's the best. Took 4 missiles so far, fired at it. So yeah, I'm pretty happy in this position, doing very well. I bring up a heavy tank of my own. There's a Nighthawk. I don't really know what I'm gonna do. Oh, I target there. Let's see. Probably gonna miss and do nothing. Yeah, I thought it was back there. Completely wrong. Completely whiffed it. Better off just to keep it alive. Eventually, I moved the twin Hueys. Harrier GR7 sees my HA Abrams. So now I start back and okay, because he doesn't see it anymore, he brings it out, gets away. So I bring my Chaparral further up because this is really a major engagement. I'm bringing my Super M60 trying to get those tracked rapiers, but it's not working out. Super M60's over here. Tanks are trying to get side shots. His Centurion doesn't have any infantry to support, so they're not going to do much of anything. GR7 saw the, okay, he's splitting it, and he's only going to get the Super M60. But it was just off. Needed one more missile to hit it. Guided bomb. Sending his infantry up and around. I'm doing that the same. And I figured that he has very little, so I was like, let me test this. So what you can do is unload right underneath the lip of a hill and send vehicles first and then the infantry. And then I bring my Super M60 up, trying to threaten him. Tell my small to attack, they do. Although you don't really see the attack go off. Whole bunch of units, F-111C trying to bomb right here. And I know it, so I'm bringing him to the left. Or what? I thought I brought him to the left. Alright, I bring it to the left here, but they should have gone there almost immediately. Oh well. Such is life. I bought another CV. I have the Vickers here, and I'm like, oh god, I don't want it to see my stuff. It already took out one of the vehicles, but the Vickers eventually sees the Lav Scout and tries to fire and dies. So lucky me. Abrams, I should be telling it to hit that Humvee or supply truck. There we go. GR7 sees my Abrams. It's not going to get in cover fast enough, so I'm just going to try to reverse out of it. And it's going to get pretty badly hurt. 4 top armor really helps. And I think that he split it so he killed the infantry. Nighthawk coming out. I don't know what I'm doing with it. I really don't know what I'm doing with it. What is this? They're trying to hit something. Nighthawk gets hit. Probably gonna lose it right here. Yes. Tracked Rapier is doing major work with that 38-50 meter range. So this is where I would have expected him to quit by now, considering I'm +3 and I'm controlling major parts of the map. Not letting him get in. But I bring in a Patriot because he keeps using planes and I'm not killing him. And I've been resupplying my infantry as much as possible. F-111C doesn't really do too much. Patriot takes it out. Thunderbolt. Kahu's here, so I'll slow it down actually. So the Kahu's trying to go for the CV because the Green Jackets saw him. Patriot goes off. Chaparral, Patriot, Thunderbolt, and we get it. Thunderbolt and Patriot do work. So yeah, pretty good game. Small just came there just in case he tries to get a CV over. But USA versus Commonwealth, Faust and I, 1v1 rank. Thanks for watching.